right. Shalawam, great Millstone, Louisiana Saints, coming back at you with another pre-camp lesson. But before we get started, as always, we're going to give praises. All credit is due to
YAHAWAH, bahasham, Yahawashi, bahasham, Microchip.
double honors to the apostles and elders of great Millstone, and Shalawam to the hopeful elect. So we're just going to go into how we can't want the kingdom more than you. The men of the Lord, the prophets, the teachers, the men that you see on the highways and hedges. We've been preaching this gospel, this marvelous light. And we're at a point where you have a lot of brothers on the comment board, the Hebrew Israelites, and even some of you brothers on the other side. You've tasted of this marvelous light, and you know, some of you are serious, some of you are sincere, some of you have 1 foot in the world, 1 foot in the truth. We're at a time right now where you have to make your calling and election sure. So kick it off with that, Galatians 6 and 4.
This is the book of Galatians chapter 6 verse 4. But let every man prove his own work, and then shall he have rejoicing in himself alone and not in another.
Right, let every man prove his own work. You have to study for yourself. You have to take notes for yourself. You have to believe for yourself. You have to believe in the scriptures for yourself. You can't look at a man of the Lord and say, man, he really believes. You got to believe too. That's why we're doing this. We're trying to get all of you on the same level, man. The elder says this all the time. I want you brothers to know what I know. We're not in this to glorify one man, like this is the one speaker, this is the one charismatic leader, let's all follow him. No, we all follow Yahawashi. What did Apostle Paul say? Be ye followers of me as I am of Yahawashi. That's the end goal, to be made in the fullness of Yahawashi. Going back to Ephesians, the 4th chapter.
If I can add real quick, faith is an individual thing.
Yeah.
You got it, you got it, you got it, you got it, you got it. Only thing it is measures to it.
Yeah.
So it's all individual.
Done.
So your faith is, that's what drive you. That should be your driving force, man.
Done.
Or not,
Yeah.
because it's the only way, like you say, to want the kingdom. It starts with faith first.
Yeah.
Faith is the first. It's the first thing, man.
Yeah.
It's the principal thing. You got
That's
it.
the down payment.
The down payment.
And brother made a beautiful point. Different brothers have different levels of faith, but you can't be content with whatever measure you have right now. You could flip your talents, man. Most of us, I'm probably speaking for all of us, right now we're at a higher level than we were when we just found out about the truth. You start praying, you start meditating, you start fasting, then you start coming out and fellowshipping with brothers. You want a way higher level of faith, or at least you should be. If you've been on the comment board for 10 years talking about I'm in the truth, you're deceiving yourself, man. You got to make your calling and election sure. Give me the
I would say something too about that. Every man, you should, and I told brothers this before, you should literally go back every 6 months or so, you can see a different you, a different person have grown. And not all brothers grow at the same rate. Some brothers, it may be the scriptures that grow at a faster level. Some brothers are Hebrew. Some brothers just discipline, having growth and responsibility. These are all areas that you continue to level up on, man. And when you look back 6 months, like, damn, look at that guy. Like, I'm way different than what I was from then. A year goes by, 4 years, 5 years. However, you look back and say, damn, you're a whole totally different person because you have molded yourself through your conduct of responsibility, all right, into shaping yourself into a new man, basically, you know? You gotta put the effort to it too. You can't just sit, because we didn't heard the guys that just all about mouth. They just, I'm gonna do this, I'm gonna do that. Shalaki this, con that. They're just a con artist, man. I'm talking about a K-A-N, a con artist, man. You can't be a con artist in the truth, man.
Yeah.
Go ahead, you got it.
Yeah, even Muhammad Ali, he said, if I have the same mind state at 30 as I had at 20, that means I wasted 10 years of my life, which is true. If you've been on the comment board for 10 years and you still like, yeah, I'm gonna come out one day. Yeah, I believe. I love you brothers, man. I die for you brothers, man. But you said that 6 months ago. You said that a year ago. You haven't changed. You haven't grown in the spirit. There's something wrong with that.
What name is it? What the state is? The Show Me State?
Missouri.
Yeah. Well, we like Missouri, man. Just to show me, we ain't about lip service. You got to prove it, man. You say you love the Lord, you gotta prove it. Proving it is coming out on highways and byways, man. Getting behind the camera consistently, week in and week out. Being amongst a group of men, a brotherhood, man. Like-minded men, and conducting yourself as like-minded in there too. Because there's an order within that. It's the things that you're supposed to do within that. The more you go down this rabbit hole, the more responsibility is gonna be put on you. All right? Whether it be positions and different things in the camp, different things been sitting down, you gotta do them. You know, even the cameraman. Cameraman, you just ain't here this. You on point, you getting the shots and all that shit. The sign guy, you gotta hold that sign with pride and correct, man. Jake hiding behind the sign and shit. He's seeing his ex-woman and shit. Man, fuck that, man.
Jake holding the sign upside down.
Yeah, Jake holding the sign upside down and shit, man. Not even caring. You know? You gotta have a love for this thing, man. The same way you had love to play ball, brothers into jazz, music, producing. Same love, emphasis you got for that, you gotta have for this, man.
Oh, bring out that
This Ecclesiastes 9 and 10. Whatsoever thy hand findeth to do, do it with thy might.
Whatsoever thy hand find to do, man. The elder just made a beautiful point. When Jake wanted to make it to the league, he goes hard, man. He's working on his dribble, left hand, right hand. He's putting 100% effort into it. When it comes time to chase holes, Jake not taking a Saturday off, man. He's gonna chase holes, man. So when it comes to this truth, becoming a man of the Lord, or possibly being one of the 144,000 that's gonna receive a crown, Jake got every excuse in the world. Oh man, my job, you know, my car broke down. Apostle Paul got shipwrecked, man. What excuse do you have? The men of the Lord were congregating before cars existed. So what were they doing back in the ancient world? They were traveling. It would take them days to reach a destination. But here it is. You got the internet at your disposal. You got Uber. You got any possible way to make it to the camp. But you have nothing but excuses. The Lord's not dealing with excuses. Matter of fact, we might have to get that Revelation. You got it, right? Revelation 3 and 15.
Got it too. This is Revelation 3 verse 15. And this is Yahawashi speaking. I know thy works, that thou art neither cold nor hot. I would thou wert cold or hot. So then, because thou art lukewarm and neither cold nor hot, I will spew thee out of my mouth.
Right. The Lord has more pleasure in a nigga that's all the way in the world. Because that guy hasn't heard the gospel yet. He can still wake up and be on fire in a week. But somebody that's been hearing the word for years and they still lukewarm, the Lord's gonna spew you out of his mouth, man. And we can't want the kingdom more than you. We could teach, we could break down the scriptures, we can go into the Hebrew, the Greek, we could do lesson after lesson, but there has to be something in you that wants salvation. There has to be something in you that wants to make it on a chariot. You have to see the missiles coming out of the sky and landing where you live. You have to see that, because when you see it, you're gonna wanna escape from that judgment, man. You don't wanna be caught up in what these people are about to receive, man. You don't wanna take any part in that judgment, man. And you have to have that fear. You have to be moved with fear. We can't give that to you. We can paint the picture, we can break down the scriptures, but we can't want the kingdom more than you, man. It's that simple.
Just to back up what you were saying, you can't be a Jake, as we went into it, that Revelation chapter 3, that's lukewarm. A lukewarm person is somebody that's half-stepping. They want to still be in the world and still be in the truth, which of course, there are things you have to take care of in the world, but your main focus should be the truth. Nothing carnally should be able to take more of your time than this truth. The ministry, the brotherhood, praying, fasting, doing everything you need to do to stay upon your watch. And you got to be like these people carnally in the world, these competitive athletes, like the elder brother always brings up, that are constantly doing what they do to be the best. And as I'm about to get in this precept, if they do it for a corruptible crown, how much more us for that incorruptible crown?
Let's say one thing before you start. Because when you look at these like-minded Kobe guys, whether it be the Jordan guys, them guys 4 in the morning bouncing the ball, bro, running. One guy in particular, the Floyd Mayweather, while all these other cats used to go to the club throwing money up, hoes, bottles, that guy used to have a good time and used to run. Either run from the club to his house might be on the other side of town. He running there. That same fire, that same emphasis that you have for those things in the world, you gotta learn to transition them into this. Now you have men, you literally have men that I know, including myself. Them brothers putting together lessons, them brothers putting together things for the camp, ideas, things to take care of the body, man. All right, even the apostles. Those are prime examples of how to be. All right, how to be, because they going back from 07 to this very day, they have laid a solid, galvanized, hard foundation for you brothers to be in the position that, and all of us to be in the position. You know, through the Yahawashi, man, to give the Most High and Yahawah and Yahawashi all praise. what I'm saying? But they put the fire in those men to put the fire in us, to put the fire in you brothers, man. You know? That's why you got even our the gang says, they say, oh GMS on, that's because the foundation was laid, man. It's because that same willpower that these athletes had, brothers had with this, studying, going into these books, and then going through the different avenues of information. That don't happen just twiddling your thumbs, sitting on your ass all day. That happens through work, man.
They were doing
Putting
it
in
before
work.
the internet.
Huh?
They were doing it before the internet.
That's right.
Walking to the library, going through the...
For hours. Yeah. I done heard the stories, man. Fucking book this big. And you might not find what you need till down here.
Yeah.
Page 2,345, man. That's dedication. You know? And it is what it is, man. You gotta go hard, man. You gotta have that same willpower, man. That same fire and drive, man. You know, go ahead, huh?
This is 1 Corinthians chapter 9, verse 24. Know ye not that they which run in a race run all, but one receiveth the prize? So run that ye may obtain. If I could make a point real quick. It says, know ye not that they which run in a race run all, but one receiveth the prize? Just backing up what you've been saying. We can't want it more than you. You got to want it at your own measure, and you got to push for it. You got to be in that mindset, I'm running this race, and I got to be the one to win the race to get it. Not saying that you're going to push brothers to the side or be selfish or anything, but you got to have that mindset, is that everybody's running in a race to receive that crown, and only the winner that keeps pushing himself to get there is going to receive that crown and be in that first place.
That's get my own account. That was my drive when I first came in. You know, I had the same mentality of the same hustle that I had with football. I had it with this. All right, what time camp for? 5. I'm gonna be down there 20 minutes beforehand. And like I said, those brothers out there can give their account. I used to be out there before the head of the camp for a year and 3 months, man. Just in there, homework. Here go my homework. Boom. Oh, you got 100. You got a 97. You got an 87. And just putting it in time, man. Oh, you get access to be in the camp or around the camp. I'm doing my best to elevate myself, man. What I need to know, what I need to be doing to be in this body, man. Then it get to the point you get in the camp. Start off as a cameraman. I'm gonna do that to the best of my ability, bro. I be the sign holder, best of my ability. Now I got the privilege to get on side of a man that's before me and read. I'm gonna serve the brother with the best of my ability to read. Then it gets to the ultimate thing, you get trusted and you put in a position to speak. I'm gonna go hard speaking, man. And then we gotta go back to practice. Practice is the conference calls. I'm gonna go do my best on them conference calls, ask questions. Cause this is you in a time where, all right, the house is already made. You can, it's a what do they call it? A trial and error thing. It's best to make the errors now than to make the errors when you go out, man. You know? Go ahead. I just had to make that point because that kind of been sitting with me since you kind of started, you know?
But yes, back in 1 Corinthians 9, I'll reread 24. Know ye not that they which run in a race run all, but one receiveth the prize? So run that ye may obtain. And every man that striveth for the mastery is temperate in all things. Now they do it to obtain a corruptible crown, but we an incorruptible.
Right, we're striving for the mastery, man. You don't want to be on a beginner level for 10 years. You don't want to be a Hebrew Israelite for 5 years. You want to actually make your calling and election sure, man. That's what it's all about. Getting on a chariot and when you get to the kingdom, you want to look back and say, this is what I did for the Lord. I made my body a living sacrifice. I wasn't a male cheerleader. I wasn't a guy that was just complacent with knowing a couple of scriptures. Like the brother said earlier, we have different levels of faith, all right? Faith is ultimately a gift, going back to Ephesians 2:8. So whatever measure you have, you're supposed to give 100%, man.
And then if I crash and burn, just say I don't make it. Just say I'm not part of the elect. But one thing you can't say, that guy right there, he went hard for the elect though, man. Yeah. He went hard to pay his body to sacrifice so that the elect make it. You still gonna be honored, man. At the end of the day, you still gonna be honored.
You leave behind a good name, like you said, hypothetically speaking, say you aren't of the elect, what's your memorial going to say? He tried. He, as the elder brother was saying, you strove to push forward the kingdom and wake up your people.
Hey, what were you saying the other day about you don't want to be the guy in the championship team that was just sitting on the
Yeah,
bench?
you was the 15th man.
Yeah.
You ain't put in no effort or none, but you like, at least I got the
At least I
championship.
got at least I got a ring.
Yeah, I've been around guys
I
like
need to
that.
be talked about with the team, whatever role I had.
What did you do during the game? Like,
What you did, yeah, you ain't getting no games.
Yeah, only thing you was a connoisseur of the Gatorade. You sit on the bottle all day, squirt Gatorade in your mouth. And when I go for Gatorade, it ain't coming out. Hey, so you gotta hit it right here, then hit it on the side, lean it, it's gonna come out. Yeah. Can't be that nigga, man. Yeah, I've been around some lazy ass motherfuckers on the team, bro. You not the guy, everybody lifting weights to get better. You the guy, you Booby Miles, man. You just doing it. Y'all, you ever seen Booby Miles? With Friday Night Lights? You this asshole.
Be a bench master.
Yeah, you don't want to be a Jake that's just happy to be here. That's the wrong spirit to be in. I'm happy to be an Israelite. Like, I mean, it's an honor to be an Israelite, but you want to be a man of the Lord, man. There's levels to this.
Yeah, and then everybody practicing, everybody in the conference call, whatever, you taking a shower. You getting the cheesy gordita crunch in the fucking line of Taco Bell.
Passing some train tracks.
Yeah. Crazy shit.
At the daiquiri shop.
This is serious, man. This is serious information that it hopes to save in your life, bro. This is cancer serious. Like I wouldn't even play with a man like that. This was just some make believe get together, man. This is die hard cancer serious, bro. For real.
This 1 Corinthians 12, back. Oh, the bill on his feet. This 1 Corinthians 12.
You got out, you want to start writing down.
That's 2 and 12?
Nuh-uh, 12. This 1 Corinthians 12, the point is 7. I'm going to start at 5. And there are differences of administrations, but the same Lord. And there are diversities of operations, but it is the same power which worketh in all. That's the point. But the manifestation of the Spirit is given to every man to profit withal.
You got to read that like
Yeah, man. Yes. It says, but the manifestation of the Spirit is given to every man to profit withal.
To profit with all.
Come on, you can't get around that, man.
Manifestation means to make clear. It's made clear the measure of faith that's been given to you when you put your hand toward the plow, man. And
Profit.
It's evident who's been reading and who's not. You could just talk to a brother and tell he plugged into the body. He's been watching videos. Certain brothers, you know, they've been in the truth for years. They don't know the name of the Lord. You shummy like that's come on, man. Like, what are you doing?
Hey, you gotta take this mindset. Literally, this is like the vineyard, all right? In the vineyard, you have supervisors, overseers, guys that's been at the job before you. But you're literally getting hired for the Lord, man. So when you're doing the Lord's work, I want to make sure this window is spick and span clean. I'm literally working for the Lord. Oh, getting myself prepared to work for the Lord, man. I want to be on top of my game. I don't be out there any kind of way. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, there's a point where the servants are going to be friends, man. But you got to start off as a servant. We all humble servants of Yahawashi, bahasham, Yahawashi. That's the goal, man.
Hey, what does it say with the?
As a book and Apostle Warrior says, most likely work for the King of the universe.
Yeah. And we all servants, man. You know, we all get in there. You know, I get in there with you brothers and shit. I don't sit on sit on some big mighty throne taller than my fucking nah, man. I get in there with you brothers, man. I like it that way. I like to be hands on. You know, certain brothers, even you brothers, you learn better hands on than you know any other type of method that you would try to learn with. You know. Go ahead, Al.
All right, this second address, chapter 8, verse 33. For the just which have many good works laid up with the shall out of their own deeds receive reward.
Shall out of their own deeds receive rewards, man. You're not going to be rewarded for another man's works. Now, we do labor for those that you got to get that Sirach. Okay. Yeah, we do labor for you brothers, man. We do labor so that you could be edified. But you have to want it. We can't want the kingdom more than you, Jake. We can't make you.
Perfect. Fucking playing games all the fucking time, bro. Go around,
Pick him
man.
up and get him on up out of there. He took enough of a beat.
You know you on fucking camera, you up here doing your stupid ass in front of the camera, man. You being smart, bro. You see your friend went around, man.
Sorry.
Fuck. Goddamn assholes, man.
But that's a spirit. You have to want to put them in slavery, man.
Fucking
You have to
assholes.
want to have them as slaves. You got Jake that's still, I'm an Israelite, but all nations can make it. You have to hate these devils, man. You have to want in your mind to slap chains on these devils, man. That's a huge part of the truth. You got Jake that love the so-called white man. I'm an Israelite, but we all God's truth. Yeah, that, total madness, man.
They're gonna be getting white robes too.
Yeah, that's
Clowns.
man, you nick that. Hey, that's a little
That's just light work to what you really want to fucking do to these devils, man.
Yeah, man.
You just push those stinking ass. Yeah. All that goddamn devils, man. That's why I said we beating you in your fucking head with these scriptures. Now next one we beating you in your head with these fists of steel, man. That's why we can't wait till the Lord make what it said. Get the scripture in Micah, I think it's 5 and 8. Or it's above somewhere, above or below that scripture about how you gonna make our feet like hooves. And,
Hooves of brass.
Yeah, and yeah.
It's 4 and 13.
Yeah.
Judah gonna be a menace, man.
I'm tired of this bullshit, man.
Judah's gonna be a menace in the land of Egypt, man. I didn't really learn how to refine my fire. Then it's just something like that. It just shoot you off, man. You ready? I'm to my whooping one of these motherfuckers' ass is therapeutic. I'm talking about get off on one of these devils, man. But you gotta, even with that, you still gotta, reframe yourself, man. But you got these assholes, bro. Like they just, everybody just been poking that belt, bro. Poking that belt. You know?
Eventually, that latch on that cage, is it open when you got your back turned to it? And these people fucking deserve it.
It's Micah 4 and 13. Arise and thresh, O daughter of Zion, for I will make thy horn iron, and I will make thy hoofs brass.
Yeah, man.
And thou shalt beat in pieces many people.
Yeah, we can't wait to that day, man. We beating pieces many of you nations that have been all you goddamn jokesters and trolls and fucking people that have been bullshitting with us, man. Playing us, just mistreating us, firing us, all type of shit, bro. Talking shit, doing whatever you want to do, man. Them days, your days are numbered. Even this fucking Georgia Bulldog, man. That piece of shit, I don't know what he is, a student, whatever, man.
Child.
Yeah, child. And I forget sometimes, motherfucker's 17, man. Yeah. Motherfuckers 18. I be forgetting though, bro. They just
when you're
big.
12 years old, you're a man, so you can get handled like a man.
Yeah.
Right. Well, child.
Yeah,
Ain't no kids out here.
Esau could be 15 and look like he's 50.
Yeah.
He could be 58 and act like a 13-year-old.
You could be 50, 60, you're still a child. You know?
Yeah,
That's the mentality of Esau. You know? Fucking child, man.
Childish.
It's not about how old you are, it's about what you know, man. The gray hair is not, for gray hair is the knowledge into the man. It's a long life. All right, you lived a long life, but you don't know nothing, man. So it's never about how old you are, it's about your knowledge, wisdom, and understanding, man.
Yeah, because just because you old in the world age, you coming in the truth, you're a baby, man.
Yeah.
You don't know nothing.
Yeah, don't
just because you
matter how
got
old.
gray hairs, you're an older man. In this thing, you'll have a man that's younger than you over you, man. You know? From the day one when you finally step in the camp of the truth, that's when life begins for you. You're a 1-year-old, man. Oh, you're a couple of months old. Then from there you transition into a teenager, from a teenager, a man and on up, man. Go ahead, Al.
Yeah. This Job 32 and 9. Great men are not always wise, neither do the aged understand judgment. So it's about having judgment. It don't
A lot of people in this world, they lack judgment, man. They don't know what judgment is. If judgment ran over their ass, man. If judgment was to bop them in the head, they don't know what judgment is. True judgment. Oh, and that true judgment is measuring basis on these scriptures, man. They don't know that. Go ahead, I'll give you. I don't think you have one last one.
Right, I brought the one you had out.
Oh, okay.
Philippians 2 and 12.
I got one.
All right, this Philippians 2 verse 12. Wherefore, my beloved, as ye have always obeyed, not as in my presence only, but much more in my absence. Work out your own salvation with fear and trembling.
Right. Work out your own salvation with fear and trembling. Not just when you're around brothers. You can't be a Saturday Israelite. Throughout the week, are you keeping the commandments? Throughout the week, are you reading? Are you studying? Are you being edified? Are you fasting when you can fast? Are you praying daily?
Being brotherly.
Being brotherly. Yeah. Communication. These things are all requirements of a man of the Lord. And we can't want it more than you. We can't make you a man of the Lord. Like, look, man, you gotta want it. Nah, man, you gotta want it.
The term said, put a gun in your head. We ain't putting a gun in no guy. Hey, man, we ain't putting a gun in nobody's head, man. Like back in the day, used to call us a coat.
Yeah.
Hey, a coat don't kick no. You kick your ass out, man. Whatever. We ain't making you do nothing.
Yeah.
You gotta be. You have a self will, a self drive to want to be here, to want to do better, man. Or find out how to do better, man. Holding them up, holding you hostage. You in the chair, hands behind your back, half on your mouth. Yeah. He start making you watch the same thing on TV all day. Your eyelids back like this and shit. Doing you that? Yeah. And we out here running around looking for men. You know where you supposed to be at. Y'all done heard me. Over time, y'all brothers came in. Y'all heard me on the conference call. Hey, where's so and so at? Hey man, he know where. Don't call him. He know where he supposed to be at. At the time, at the while you start doing this, month, 3 months, 7 months, 8 months, a year. You know where you supposed to be at. You know. You can't like this brother's been harping on it. I can't make you. He can't make you want it, man. This brother here can't make you want it. This brother here, nobody can make you. You gotta want it.
We all running in that race.
Yeah. You know, you gotta have a love for this thing. Even I'm gonna say this. Even when chastisement happened to you or something happened to where you aside, man, you still gotta have that drive and want to get back in the game, man. Got injured, what it may be. You got a sideline.
Put on the bench for a little bit. Yeah.
What are you doing?
That's another good point. When you get rebuked or something happened where there's a schism, if you want it, you're gonna get back in the camp. If you don't want it, you're gonna use that as an excuse to be out. Like, oh man, them dudes GMS, they ain't right, man. I knew it. That's an excuse.
Yes.
You really didn't want it.
A suspension is a chastisement.
Yeah.
There's nothing more than that. Like if you
gonna be in that.
If you really
Luck.
judge it right, it's a chastisement.
You're gonna be in that Andrew Luck spirit. Andrew Luck took a sit back, and then they came back. Hey man, it's been 5 months. You gonna get back with the coach? Nah, I quit. Like, damn, you just hit everybody like, what the fuck?
Which means what? He didn't really want to be there the whole time.
The whole time.
Yeah.
All right.
James 2:26.
We ain't going for that Tracy McGrady shit either, man. You know, Tracy McGrady was injured half his whole career, man.
Oh yeah.
Yeah, we ain't going for that shit, man. You gotta get in the game. You gotta want to get in the game, coach. Go ahead, Doc.
James 2:26. Whereas the body without the spirit is dead, so faith without works is dead also.
Faith without works. Saying you believe, saying you want to be down, saying you're gonna come out to the camp one day, saying this, saying that. Faith without works is dead, man. It tells you in Esdras, brother brought it out earlier, man. You're gonna be saved by your faith and your works. That's what it's about, man. So, anybody have anything else? With that, pray this lesson was edifying to the elect. We're gonna give all praises, honor, and glory to
YAHAWAH, bahasham, Yahawashi, bahasham, rakakadash.
double honors to the apostles and elders of Great Millstone, and Shalawam to the hopeful elect. Shalawam.
Shalawam.